Considering the continuous rise in insecurity in the country, 68 civil society organizations are asking President Muhammadu Buhari to take immediate steps to tackle the security crisis in the country. They also demand that the Nigeria Police Council be called to meet regularly to address the crisis of insecurity. The groups want the president to end what they call impunity for abuse of power and sectionalism through appointments. Now, joining me to discuss this is the Executive Director, Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, Auwal Rafsanjani. Thank you so much for joining us from Abuja at this point. Now, looking at your statement earlier, I had to read everything. Many people will say that the president has been living up to expectations, especially in the area of secure fighting in Boko Haram insurgency, banditry, and the likes. And they believe that these allegations are the allegations that your group, the 68 group, put forward are unfounded. How would you react to that?
Well, first and foremost, we are not politicians. We are not anti-government. We are responsible, patriotic Nigerians, and on the basis of that, we've seen and noted, the ongoing, high-level insecurity in the country. No any responsible official, even in government, that will deny that we are in a serious, security challenge in the country. So what we are saying is simply that we need to wake up, to deal with the level of insecurity that we are seeing. There is so much commercialization of the insecurity in the country. People did not want, insecurity to end because they see it as a means of making money, and that's why, the insecurity is escalating. Secondly, we are saying that governors under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, they are imposed and empowered to ensure that, issues of criminality around armed robbery, kidnapping, they are responsible to deal with it. They are responsible to arrest and prosecute those people. We are saying that you cannot, abandon that responsibility and only be crying to the federal. If the federal system, is not allowing it to work, we must have dialogue and negotiation on how to ensure that the country is restructured in a manner that, the security can be efficient and effective. Secondly, the corruption in the security sector is what led us to where we are today, because the proliferation of the small arms in the country is what is creating this opportunity for people to be doing what they are doing. So some political class, they use young people, instead of using their productive energy for positive thing, they use them for ethnic, religious, and other criminality. They then use the energy of the young people for positive development in this country. And we are saying that, in that regard, the federal government and the state government, they are actually failing to secure the life of Nigerians. And by so doing that, they are driving also investors from this country. A lot of investors, a lot of companies have fallen down and moved out of Nigeria because of the insecurity. People cannot move from one place to another in this country by road. They will be afraid to be, because they may be kidnapped.
And you think the president has not done enough to ensure lives and property, especially as it relates to security in this country? A lot of money is being spent. Troops are being sent to different areas to curtail insecurity, curtail the banditry and the Boko Haram insurgency. And you're stating here that despite all of this, there's been no headway?
If we are making progress, will you be able to see the repeat of what we even saw just, last week? Young, students were kidnapped, and some people have turned this kidnapping into money-making business. And some government officials, they are using public taxpayers' money to go and do business in the name of paying ransom. For how long shall you continue to do that? Why can't you use the money to procure and get facilities and equipment that can deal with issues of insecurity rather than rewarding criminals? What you are doing by paying that ransom is actually encouraging them, mobilizing them, because once you give them that money, they will go and get themselves more arms. That's what happened in Zamfara. The governor of Zamfara has been, playing this game by taking taxpayers' money to go and pay to bandits, and then the next minute they will move to another place and kidnap. The same thing in Katsina. So the entire northern Nigeria is under siege and kidnapping and killing have been going on. And that is why we are saying that government must wake up. The corruption in the security sector has to stop, because this corruption is what led to where we are today in the insecurity. In every aspect, our security official, in many instances, they are being forced to compromise. You don't pay them salary, you don't pay them their welfare, you don't give them, updated, skill. How do you expect them to cope up, and how do you expect them to put their lives? So when money is budgeted to deal with the insecurity and some people diverted it, this is the result that we are seeing. So that is why we are saying that the use of security board by the governors has not yielded any results. Because if it has yielded, you will not see this escalation of criminality that is going on in all parts of the country, whether it is the farmers headers, whether it is the kidnappers, whether it is the armed robbers, whether it is the intertribal war, whether it is the communal war. Every aspect of this is being spoiled because corruption has entered inside. Secondly, like I said, because they have commercialized this violence, so that the more they kidnap, the more some government officials go and arrange, give them money, and declare that they have not paid, and later on they will come and shamelessly say that they have paid. So we cannot continue to run the country like this. So if the federal government is doing it on, the state must also do it on. The local government must also do it on. That's what the Constitution says. And we have not seen this correspondent response to deal with insecurity. Declare state of emergency, because the insecurity is affecting everybody.
All right, Auwal, thank you so much for talking to us. Obviously, you have more to say, but we'll talk about this in another climb. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.